doing a giveaway and a deck thing. At the end of this week, I'm going to choose 2 comments from each of these videos, and I'll choose them who to give away the decks to. But yeah, this time it's a Soul Shift Spirit deck. Remember to watch the whole video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video to be entered to win. Well, all you gotta do to be entered to win is please subscribe or comment and share. But yeah, this one I love Soul Shift. Wish they would bring back this concept. It's really cool. Basically, you can bring back cards from your graveyard by paying the Soul Shift. One guy told me about the hibernation counters, which he was right about, but the one thing he was wrong about in my last deck was Jester's Scepter, Aster level 2 Resident Judge. And apparently, because it doesn't say that you can't ban lands with it, you can do 2 ban lands if one of the lands is the ones that are removed during the thing. Then you can exile their lands, which is a cool thing. And you were wrong about that, but you were right. And thank you for clarifying to me about the age counter. So you have to pay 1 and then 2, 1 and then another 1 each turn, which is what I thought I said to begin with, but if I didn't, thanks for clarifying. But anyways, back to this. Soul Shift, sacrifice it. Target creature gets 2+2 in the turn. Next card. This card's got 4 rares in it. This card decks might be a little more expensive for you guys to buy. Target creature gets 4+4 until end of turn. If it's a spirit, it gains trample until end of turn. Since this deck's all spirit, this card comes in really big handy. Love this card. So basically, you can keep adding 1. So you use 1 Kindle, then I use another Kindle. I mean, I would be okay with them replacing Lightning Bolt with Kindle. I'm not okay with them replacing it with that one where it just like deals 2 damage or scry or whatever for 2 mana. That's stupid. But this I'm okay with because it deals 2 damage, but then every time you put a Kindle in your graveyard, it does 3, even 4, so it can end up doing 6 damage to somebody for only 2 mana, which is great. Another card I really like, which actually is expensive, it's like $2, Ghostlit. Nourisher. Target creature gets 2+2 until end of turn. Gets 4+4 until end of turn. It's pretty good. Another Kindle. There's 4 Kindles in here. Inner Calm, Outer Strength. Target creature gets by X+X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand, which is good. Soul Shift 7. So this is one of the Soul Shift abilities I was talking about. When this is put into a graveyard from play, you may return target spirit card with converted mana cost for 7 or less from your graveyard to your hand. That's only 1 mana. So that's really good in my opinion, because you can basically return anything to your hand if it has 7 or less. Little Garden, sacrifice Tender Garden unless you pay 1. I don't like this card a lot, but I had to put it in there. It's got Soul Shift, so yeah. And whenever you want to bring back a card, you can use its Soul Shift. It's a 4/4. It's the only spirit available, so I'll probably replace it if I find a better spirit card at some point. But for right now, it fits in the deck pretty well. 3 mana, I like this card, deals 2 damage to target creature, or deals 4 damage to target creature for 4 mana. I think that's pretty good. For 4 mana, though, you do have to discard Ghostlit Radar, but you can always bring it back with Soul Shift. And it deals 2 damage without discarding it, so that's good. Target creature gets 2+2 until end of turn for 1 mana, and splice into Arcane. As you play an Arcane spell, you may reveal this card from your hand and pay its splice cost. If you do, this card's effects, add this card's effects to it, which really doesn't do anything because its splice cost is the same as its regular cost, so I guess, whatever. 1 red mana, Frosting deals 1 damage to target creature, so you can sacrifice it to deal 1 to a creature, or it's 1/1. I love this card, one of my favorite cards that's new that was made. Don't like a lot of new commons, but I love this new common. It was one of my favorites. I think it's underused a lot. Madcap Skills, 3+0, and can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures for 2 mana. That's amazing. I don't know why that's not more expensive, or that could be a rare, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Whenever you play a Spirit or Arcane spell, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Since this whole deck is all Spirit or Arcane spells, you'll be adding a bunch of 1/1s to target creature. Another one of these. We got next. Whenever you play a Spirit or Arcane spell, you may put a Kai counter on Patelman Baku. I'm not going to pronounce the name right. If you've ever watched my old Trade Binder videos, which are actually you might want to watch just for comedy reasons, I used to pronounce all the names in my trade binders, and I messed up every single name ever. Remove an X Kai counters from Patelman Baku. Add X mana of any color to your mana pool. That's pretty good. So you can basically add mana to your mana pool of any color. Another Kindle. As I said, there's 4 there. Devouring Rage. As an additional cost to play Devouring Rage, you may sacrifice any number of spirits. Target creature gets free +0 until end of turn. For each spirit sacrificed this way, creature gets an additional free +0 until end of turn. So it gets free +0. Sacrifice the spirit 6+0. That's amazing. For 5 mana, I think that's really, really good. And for 4 colorless, I might say. Kindle, because you always gotta look though, because colorless can be paid for with a lot of things, so it actually is a lot easier to pay than 4 mana sometimes. And this, you can again tap these to pay for its cost. Another Ghostlit Raider. Let's see if we're gonna get any of the Nope, but this is a new one. Okay, so Soul Shift 4, basically the same thing, where you can sacrifice to search for a card with 4. The best one's definitely the one that's the 1 mana one. But that one's pretty good too. Soul Shift's a great ability, I think. This card's hard to use, but if you can use it, it's really good. Deals 6 damage to target creature that was dealt damage this turn. So, partner this with one of those cards that says it attacks target creature this turn if able. When it enters the battlefield, it attacks this creature attacks another creature, and then deal this. You might have to sacrifice a creature to do it, but I like this card too. Sacrifice, return target arcane card from your graveyard to your hand. Want to return more Kindles? Just keep kindling over and over and over. Kindle's such a great card. Deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Splice on the arcane. Same thing. For some reason, as I said before, if the guy wants to keep helping me on my videos with the information, if you want to explain to me how Splice on the arcane is better than regular, because you're still paying the 2 mana, I think. Unless it's also paying for the other arcane spell and you're not paying this mana. But whatever. I guess. Another Ghostlit Raider. Another one of these. Okay, now another one. Okay, so whenever arcane spell reveal, top 3 cards of your library, put all land cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest into the bottom of your library in any order. That's really good too. You get to put all land cards that you reveal in your hand. Soul Shift 2 too, by the way, for free mana. I love this. Intercom, Outer Strength. Strength of Cedar, target creature gets X+X till end of turn, where X is the number of lands you control. Glittering Thing, haste until end of turn, Glittering Thing to its owner's hand. Soul Shift 7. By the way, I would really like your guys' opinion on what I should add to this deck. So if you guys would really like to help me out, it'd be a big favor if you guys want to tell me what I should add. Sacrifice to get 2+2 to a creature, and Soul Shift 3. Another Glitter Thing, haste. At the end of your turn, return to its owner's hand. So it deals 1, continuously return to your hand. Deals 1, return to your hand. It's pretty good. So it's basically a continuous 1. We got a rare coming up. What may block as though it had flying. Soul Shift 4. When I added 2 of the trees in here, I want to get the 2 other trees that I'm missing. So if anybody has those they want to trade, that's fine. Whenever you play a spirit or arcane spell, each other creature you control gets 1+1 against trample till end of turn. 4/4 for 2 colorless, 2 green. I think that's really good. Now, there's 2 cards in here to pair together. This is one of them. So this card deals X damage to target creature without flying. Deals X damage to each creature without flying. There's the other tree. And then the next card reveal would be the one that pairs with that one. So no tree can't be target spells or abilities. Trample is just a big, giant creature that's a spirit, so that you can bring it back with Soul Shift too, which is amazing. Now this is the card that pairs with that. So that one does it to cards without flying. Now this one does creatures with flying, and then all creatures with flying. So you pair it with this, and you've got yourself a killer combo there. Another Soul Shift, one of these. Okay, all creatures able to block Shaman of Life Roar do so. Discard Shaman of Life Roar. All creatures able to block target creature this turn do so. So I guess you could use that to ensnare the 6 damage card, which is pretty good. Then we got our lands. Another Crushing Pain. And then last but not least, Reading Vines. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If its converted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of cards in your hand, draw a card. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you guys think I should add. I'm always open to ideas. Thanks.